看上去。Here's the song uploading screen, allowing you to upload any kind of MP3 song you have. Here's the collections, and from here you could, when you swipe it, you could delete any song, and also it tell you the highest score of this song, so you could try to break your records. And here's the uploading server. When you switch on, it will give you an IP address and a port number, and you just type it in any browsers. And you could upload the song by browsers. So this is main menu. The style also allow you to select 3 kinds of avatar. This is stock, and this is mod, and this is the punk style avatar. So that's plain. So here's the song list. This all the song you could select. Let's choose House of Fun. From here, it start to perform big detections on the fly. We wrote the algorithm ourselves, and it will analyze the whole song and try to find the optimized beat. So right now we try another punk song and see how big detection works. Let's try another different song, which is more style. So whenever the song is being processed, the next time you don't. So whenever the song being processed, the next time you're being cached in the iPhone, so you don't have to wait that long. this is help screen.
Hi, my name is Al Yang. I am the designer and producer on Aquarium, and I'm going to be here to show you a little bit about our game today. So let's start Aquarium up. This is our studio name, Tea Time Games. Here we go. So a little bit about Aquarium. It is a multiplayer asynchronous tower defense game. What this means is that players will create a custom puzzle for the second player for him to solve. Or for you guys that play tower defense games, what the first player does is he creates a path and a wave that he sends to the second player, who has to figure it out. It's kind of like a cross between Battleship and tower defense. So let's go ahead and let's start the multiplayer game. Alright. So as you can see, this is done through Facebook. Up in the top you can actually see the logout. We've already logged into my account, so we don't have to spend any time doing this. So what you're seeing here is a list of all the maps that have been sent to me. I'm actually going to go down here and create a new map. Right there. Alright, so this is the first part of the game. Now, again, this is the puzzle creation state where the player creates the custom path and waves for the second player. So I'm going to go ahead, and what you do is you draw a line from one of the checkered flags to the other one, passing through at least one of these starfish. Now, these are all randomly generated each time, so you actually get a different game. That's everything. Start, end, starfish. And you see the guys have different colors and different basically patterns. These guys all do different things. For more advanced players, for instance, these purple guys actually will stun your attackers that hit them. These red guys restore health to your fish passing through, and these yellow guys add points. Again, these are for more advanced players. Down in the corner, you're going to see the number of towers that the other player has to defend against yours. So in this case, we have 2 jellyfish and 3 piranha. And these basically equate to your standard tower defense analogs. So pufferfish is a mine, shark is a cannon tower, jellyfish is a slowdown tower, and your piranha is a arrow tower. The whole point about giving the player this kind of information and also what the other player has is because this is an asynchronous game, we're trying to make it so that you feel like you're playing someone else right off the bat. You know, there's no kind of preconceptions about you're just playing the computer. You're actually playing another player, because a real player is going to go ahead and play this map you've created. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and draw a line going through at least one starfish. Alright, up here is your ink meter. As you can see, as I was drawing, it was going down, and when I'm done drawing, the squid up here lights up. Now there's 2 ways to erase the line if you make a mistake. You can either hit the erase button up here, or go ahead and shake the phone, and that takes care of it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and redraw that line. Now, for advanced players, this little button down here actually lets you select the waves. Alright, so going from right to left, the turtle to the seahorse over here, you see the strongest and slowest units down to the weakest units. And with the specialty one here, the clownfish, who's kind of like all around, he's actually immune to being slowed down, so he's a specialty unit. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pick the waves here. And you just do this by tapping on these guys. Alright, so more advanced players can actually use this to your advantage by having slow units and strong units soak up a lot of damage before their faster units kind of slip on through. Over here, same deal, you can erase it if you so feel like it, or again, if you want to erase your waves, go ahead and shake the phone, and they are gone. So, I'm going to select these guys again real quick. Now down here is poison. This is an advanced tactic that players can use. What this does is it basically makes your fish sick, up to 3 of them, and what this will do to your other player is they will stun their towers, and I'll show you that in a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stun these guys. You go ahead and hit back, and we hit this glowy guy to continue. Alright, this is the place where we enter a map name. So let's enter a map name, we'll call it USC. Oops. Now I have a message here. Now let's just put hello. It's all done through the internal kind of Apple keyboard. Alright, when you're done here, you go ahead and you click upload map, and this uploads straight to the internet. You send to your friends. So this actually pulls from your actual Facebook friends list. So this is our test account here, so you can actually see the friends you have here. Now, just like the kind of the contact list you get in the iPhone, if you want to switch quickly, you just have to click on these things over here. There you go. So even if you have a large friends list, you can kind of very quickly go through. So alright, I'm going to go up here, I'm going to select a couple people. Go ahead and click send. Your map is sent successfully. Alright, here we are back at the main screen, so I'm going to go ahead and hit multiplayer. And we've already logged into our second Facebook account. So as you can see, here are all the maps that were sent to us. At the very bottom, you can see the one we just made, USC. You see the map name, the ID of the person you sent it to, so that's actually going to get changed to their name soon. You see the message you sent, and then the date and time. I'm going to go ahead and download this map. Now, this actually self-adjusts depending which network you're on, Edge, 3G, or Wi-Fi. So it does that automatically. So I'm going to go ahead and play the map, and it's going to launch us into the second part of the game. So here we are. This is the tower defense portion, kind of mixing them with a little bit of battleship. So, as you can see, you can't actually see where the line is. So I'm playing basically a two-player game by myself right now. Now the point of the second player is to kind of figure out where the first player's line is, and then kind of build towers to counteract that. So here we go. The first thing you do is you take this little lanternfish down here. You get 3 tries. You basically drag him to where you think the line is, let go, and he'll basically reveal it like a fog of war in an RTS. And because you had to go through at least 1 starfish, you're never going to just blindly find stuff. Even if I look 3 times and I don't find anything, I know not where to not place my towers. So here we go. Well, let's look there. All right, great. We found part of the line. Looks like it's going down this way. Maybe he's gonna hit this guy. No. So he's probably going down over here then. Great. So we could probably guess that. Maybe he's gonna hit this guy over here. Perfect. Alright, so we kind of have a good idea of where their line is. So I'm going to go ahead and place the towers. As remember, we had 2 jellyfish and 3 piranha when we created the first map, and these translate over. So I'm going to go ahead and place these. Remember, these little yellow circles over here around these purple starfish are basically stun zones. So these towers can't get within those zones. And these towers themselves have their own radius. So that yellow there is how far he can attack. So let's place these guys. One over here. Put one guy over here, and now let's place our arrow towers. When you're done, go ahead and you hit play. This is play over here, and this button is reset, and it resets all of the data here. Go ahead and hit play. The game is going to start up. Now, this is basically your standard tower defense at this point in time. As you can see, these guys are getting attacked. However, we want to build something a little bit different. So these guys, right now, all they're doing is like this guy does 1 point of damage, this guy does 1 point of damage, 1, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. Very basic. However, when you tap on them a couple times, then their actual ability comes out. So now this guy actually slows everybody in that range. These guys over here will actually get, when they turn pink, they actually get a longer attack range. So everybody has a special ability. The shark actually goes ahead and he attacks people. He can eat more than 1 person at the same time. So the whole point is to kind of keep it fresh. So I'm going to zoom in real quick over here. Now, if you look over here, you can actually see our jellyfish over here is stunned because he ate a poison fish. So how you wake him up is you just take the iPhone, and you shake it, and there he goes. He's back. Alright? So that's happened. So the whole point is just kind of keep tapping on these guys to kind of do the best defense you can get. But at the same time, watch out for what's happening to your towers. So zoom in. Oh, as you can see, there's a poison fish right there, that little sick-looking big guy. And this guy just got stunned again, so shake it. Wake him up. Oops, down over there. Alright, slow these guys down. This guy's stunned. Shake it. Wake him up. Oh, this guy's stunned too. Alright. Go ahead. Keep playing. I'm going to zoom out now. See the whole map. As you can see, now we're focusing on this area down here, so I actually don't have to pay attention to these guys as much. Up here, you can see the score. Looks like I'm getting my butt kicked by myself right now. I'm letting more guys through than I am eating. So let's keep tapping, and we'll finish this round. And again, we have 4 different types of fish. We have a puffer fish, which is like a mine. And his special ability is he puffs up so he covers more area. We have a shark. What he does is he eats a lot of, he's very slow, but he can hit a lot of people at once. So your cannon tower and your tower defense. Oh, stunned again. Jellyfish, slow down people. And the piranha goes ahead and he just does a very fast short attacks. So here we go. We're almost done with this round. And as you can see, every time one of these fish get to the other side, you hear that sound, and that means they've basically managed to get to the other side, and they've escaped. All right, last one, and I think he's gonna make it. We can't do this. Come on, little guy. Nope, he made it through. All right, it's gonna take just a second, and there you go. You get the score. In the end, I lost pretty big time. Alright, so that's the demo of the iPhone version. Now we're going to switch to the Facebook version and show you what's going on there. Alright, here we are. We're going to show you the Facebook portion of Aquarium now. So I've logged into my Facebook account. I'm going to go down here and I'm going to click our app button. So this takes you to our app homepage. Here we go. So as you can see, from our updates here, Alyang could not handle your map USC and you won. So I was the attacker in this case. So I'm going to clear those updates. And down here you actually get all the maps you've created, how many times they've been played, when they've been created on. So I'm going to click on USC right here, which is the map we just made. And here you go. You can actually take a look here and you can see the line we drew, the attacking fish lineup, and then the defending fish you need to get past. So again, 2 jellyfish, 3 piranhas. And down here, let's see here, you can see the people you sent it to. So there you go, Alyang and these other friends over here. So I'm going to head back, and you can actually look at a whole bunch of different stuff. So this is my history. Go down here. So you can actually see who you sent stuff to, your score, their score, defender history, against who you played. Again, so I've been playing myself a lot of testing here. There's leaderboards also. I'm going to click on that, and I'll show you that in a second. So alright, so you actually see here, you can see the leaderboards, who's got the top points, and the defenders. So these are divided into a couple of regions. So we have leaderboards between your friends, between your networks. So for instance, my network would be like Los Angeles, or USC, or University of Michigan. You have a top leaderboard for all of those. Leaderboard for your region, and then also global leaderboards. So it's divided that way. And there's also help, which is basically a tutorial there. And in the future, we're actually going to have this game also playable in Flash form on Facebook. But for now, this is kind of a command center that lets you keep track of your scores and of what maps people are sending to you, especially for people who have devices like the iPod Touch, but doesn't have Wi-Fi or network capabilities all the time. All right. So that's our game, Aquarium. I'm Alyang. I'm the producer and designer on this. Our team members are Kair Balani. He's the lead engineer. We have David Corey. He's our artist and animator. He did all this fine art. We have our engineering team, which consists of Ashok Meena, Varun Sharma, Amini Shwag, Apar Suri, John Dreigert, and we also have Sridhar Ravakumar. I don't know if I said that right. Is that correct? All right. And then we also have our composer, Andrea Chang, our sound designer, John Guernsey. All right. This is our game, Aquarium. Thank you for watching.
This is the game Cast Away. The game is about fishing and catching gold lying on the seabed. We have single player and multiplayer. Now we start off the single player. This is single player level 1. The score to be achieved in this level is 600 points. You get points if you catch the gold and the fish. Now with the dynamics of the game. You have to touch the screen with your finger, tilt the iPhone, and the amount by which you tilt the iPhone will determine the depth of the hook. Now the shark has cut the hook, so the hook's left is 2. This is the multiplayer where 2 players compete against each other. Each player can see each other's score on their respective iPhones, and the one with the higher score wins. The rules and the dynamics are same as the single player, and the shark won't cut the hook in this case. This is the instruction page, and now we'll come to the credits page. This was all with the game.
Diffuse is fine.
It was weird to see a sign out color.
Okay, so this is our game, Tommy Trojan and the Wrath of the Bear Legions. In this game you control Tommy Trojan and you have to fight a bunch of football mascots. It's a 2D beat 'em up game, kind of like those old school arcade games. And let's begin. So here you can see Tommy, and the controls are really simple. Basically, you just touch the screen, and Tommy will move in the direction that you touch. And you can also double tap the screen to dash. And if you draw slash, you'll do a basic sword attack. So let's move on.
Diffuse color. That's
And here's the first kind of enemies, the Huskies.
diffuse color.
All they do is just move towards you.
Four. Yeah, four.
And here's another type of enemy, the Sun Devil. You can shoot fireballs, so you have to be more careful. Here's the third kind of enemy, the Golden Bear. These guys just move around randomly, but they have a lot of health, so they're slightly harder to kill.
Oh, you said you can just reload, right? Even with the
And our game also uses a gesture recognition system. Basically, you can do special attacks by drawing different gestures on the screen. So what you do is, first you press this gesture button in the top left, this button here, and then you would draw a gesture. So like if I draw a check mark, I'll do a spear attack. And if I draw a circle, I'll do a whirlwind slash. And if I draw a star, this shoots out a bunch of explosions.
you can see it skip.
So these attacks are really useful, but you only have a limited amount of them, so you have to use them wisely. And now,
It's probably just not being called at all. It could be that we need to recompile or something. Are you sure? Even after pausing this, it's gonna...
now use the circle attack to
I'm
destroy
thinking
these
for
guys.
terrain. But usually in your test screen... No, the terrain is kind of a special case because it has its own reticle and everything. And its own effect and everything, so you don't need to compile.
And the spear is also pretty
Compiling
useful
everything
because it has
doesn't
range.
matter.
Oh, you have. Oh, right. He still calls terrain dot draw. This. Oh, terrain is still
Yeah.
the same order. Okay.
So this is just not being called.
It's a draw terrain technique is different. You just reload yourself, right?
Where's this draw? Team manager.
I copied and pasted there. For finding it.
And finally we get to the boss, the green bear. I hope I didn't die here. Okay, I beat him. And here's the win screen. And afterwards you get a special bonus. Alright.
What? तू कर क्या रहा है? Nice, big image.